Guys, listeriosis is a serious infection usually caused by eating food that is contaminated with bacterium Listeria monocytogenes. It is estimated that 1,600 people get listeriosis each year and about 260 die. So recently there is an outbreak of this listeria disease, and is mostly spread through contaminated food. So let us see what are some of the foods that are likely to be infected with this condition. So the people who are at risk, they are older people who are 65 years and above, people who have a weakened immune system, and pregnant women and their newborns are also vulnerable to this listeria. So which foods should you look out and avoid? Number one, do not eat unpasteurized soft cheese such as queso, fresco, and brie. Unheated cheese slices at deli. Instead of choosing these, you have alternatives such as hard cheese, cottage cheese, cream cheese, string cheese, feta, mozzarella, pasteurized soft cheeses heated to an internal temperature, deli sliced cheeses heated at 165 Fahrenheit and until steaming hot. Avoid unheated deli meat, cold cuts, hot dogs, and fermented dry sausages. Avoid pre-made deli salads such as coleslaw and potato, tuna, chicken salad, and so on. Instead, buy homemade or make homemade deli salads. Avoid refrigerated pate or meat spreads. Refrigerated smoked fish. Avoid smoked fish that has been refrigerated. Avoid, instead of refrigerated smoked fish, buy the one that is sealed airtight in packages or containers that don't need to be kept refrigerated before opening. Raw or slightly cooked sprouts, also avoid them. Avoid cut melons. People are fond of buying melons that have been cut either into half or quarter and so on. Avoid cut melon in a refrigerator for more than a week. Some of the melons have been even stored for more than a week. Melon has just been cut is the option. Avoid raw and pasteurized milk, yogurt, and ice cream. CDC warns that because of the recent outbreaks, CDC is currently working to understand the risk of listeria infection from enoki mushrooms. While this is happening, CDC advises people who are pregnant, age 25 or older, and have weakened immune system not to eat raw enoki mushrooms. Okay, so let us see from the data which areas have been affected, where are these people who have already been infected been located. This is very important information that you can use to tell your friends so that you become aware. So guys, listeria outbreak that is linked to meat sliced at delis. I want to show you the data. If you go to the data where sick people lived, you go to this data, you will be able to see some of them have been found in New York, 7 people lived in New York. 1 person lived in Pennsylvania. Another person, 2 people lived in Virginia. 1 person in North Carolina. Another person in Missouri. Another one in Illinois. Another one in Wisconsin. Another sick person lived in Minnesota. When people got sick, this is another recent data posted on July 19th, yesterday. Let us see the graph in which states were these people living. One person was living in Minnesota, another one was living in Wisconsin, another one in Illinois, 2 people in Missouri, 2 people in Georgia, North Carolina, Virginia, Pennsylvania. So if you are moving in any of these states, you need to be careful, you need to take caution. So if you happen to be diagnosed with this disease, what are some of the symptoms that you should be keen on if you want to understand this disease? What are the key symptoms? Now, this listeria disease is an invasive illness. Invasive means bacteria have spread beyond the intestines. Invasive listeriosis happens when listeria spreads beyond the intestines. So the key symptoms include fever among people who are pregnant. We have the flu-like symptoms such as muscle aches and fatigue. People who are not pregnant may also experience fever, flu-like symptoms, headache. Your neck might be feeling stiff. You might also feel confusion, loss of balance, seizures. Yeah, so those are the symptoms of the invasive. And if it is more severe, the symptoms of pregnant women would be usually mild. Some pregnant people never have symptoms. People who are not pregnant, it can be severe. Okay. Yes. So how is this disease diagnosed? Diagnosis and treatment. Listeriosis is usually diagnosed when a bacterial culture laboratory test is done. And the treatment, according to the CDC, people with an invasive illness are treated with antibiotics. So you should learn more about these antibiotics. Treatment, most people recover from intestinal illness without antibiotic treatment. So how do you prevent listeriosis? Basically, choose safer foods. Listeria is especially harmful for some people. I've already talked about the foods that you need to avoid in order to prevent listeria. So what are your views? Have you heard about this disease? Do you fear about contracting this disease? What are your opinion? What do you think the government should do to help people who are infected or to prevent the spread of this disease? You can let me know in the comment section, and we'll be following this story or this developing story just to keep you informed. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.